Okay, I'm going to show you how to fold your mask. So 2 different folds that I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a spiral fold that will look kind of like this. This is a smaller surface area, so the spiral doesn't look as cool as it does on a bigger area, but they still do look pretty awesome. And then the other way that I'm going to show you is an accordion style. So here's an example of one of those. And here is another example of what that accordion style might look like. So let's go ahead and do the spiral one first. So what you're going to do is you're going to just take your fingers, or if you'd like to use a fork, you can. But you're just going to pinch in the middle and start twisting. So sometimes I think a fork makes it a little bit easier to get started. So I will provide some of those for you. And then you can just, once it gets to a point, just kind of pinch, and you're going to swirl and twist around. Okay, so then make sure that, it might look a little bit messy, but I promise you it'll be okay. So then what you're going to want to do for this style is you are going to want to use rubber bands. So you're going to use 2 rubber bands, tie in half. Depending on how tight it is, you might have to do 2 loops, or you might just do 1, and then take the second one and wrap it around there. So that's how you get the spiral, and you can kind of see that spiral design there. Okay, so that's the spiral. So the accordion, you can do this in a couple of different ways. So one way you might start doing this is simply, and I'm going to tuck this in, the straps, so they're on the inside like this, and the little ear loops, and I'm going to fold it in half. And now I'm going to do maybe you've made a paper fan before. So I'm going to fold up and back. And you're just going to do that till you don't have any mask left. So then for this, you can use the rubber bands if you want. I think because these are really small, that these zip ties work better. So I like to start by putting this in the middle, and you want to make sure that when you put it on, so see how this kind of has a part that bunches out? You want to make sure that this side is down. And then you just pull, you put it through here, and it zips. So this will be a pretty long little piece here, but that's okay. And then you can add 1 more on the end here and 1 more on the end here. So you can see this a little bit more. This is how that zip tie works. So the flat side, and then you just put it through here. And once you make that side or that sound, it's going to lock. Okay. So that's how you can do an accordion fold to get that type of style. No matter what we do, we'll be adding a little piece of tape to both of these so that our name is on them. So we're going to use a little bit bigger piece of tape than this. So just imagine that this is bigger. I just don't have my bigger tape handy right now. I know this is like the world's tiniest tape. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of tape, and on one of these zip ties or on the rubber band, what you're going to do is you're just going to fold it in half. And then on that bigger piece of tape, we will write our name with a Sharpie, and then we'll be able to add on our die.